In this video, I'm going to share with you a piece of equipment that I use when I'm overlanding, and I really can't do without it. It's a very powerful flashlight, but don't underestimate the importance of a lantern when you're out in the dark. This one has it all. It is a combination flashlight and lantern that's powered by a 12-volt battery that's built internally. This baby is lightweight and durable and water resistant. And I'm amazed at how brilliant the flashlight is. Here I'm shining it outside, and if you watch you can see cars drive by. It's a couple of blocks all the way down there. Then I'm shining it across the street at the trees behind the houses over there. I absolutely love it. When I'm on the trails, I use it. When I'm in the tent, I use it. And I use it at home. It operates with two switches. One up here by the front of the folding handle controls the brightness of the flashlight itself. The other is on the end here, and it controls the lantern and has multiple functions. You can use both the flashlight and the lantern at the same time, but of course that's going to diminish the amount of time that the unit will operate. So let's talk about the flashlight first. The flashlight has two settings. One is the bright one, and the other is slightly dimmer. The switch right here by the handle is what controls that. Now, it's a small switch, and you have to know where to look for it. And so when I'm holding it, I know that I can press it right here. But you've got to kind of get used to that. The bright setting can shine for a range, a whopping range of 351 meters or 1,150 feet off of this little flashlight. And that's at 500 lumens. The less intense one will shine for 200 meters or 665 feet at 350 lumens. It also has a great multi-function lantern that I have really grown to appreciate. Now, most lanterns will shine omnidirectional, 360 degrees all the way around. This one will do that too, so when you turn it on, you'll notice that it's completely lit all the way around. However, if you fold out the handle and you're holding it and you're trying to walk in the dark, you don't want the back shining into your eyes and making it harder to see what's around you. So if you click the button one more time, then the back half turns off while the front part is still lit. And I find this great for walking, so I'm holding it down and shining on the ground, or I'm shining it in front of me. Another feature that I like about it is when you turn on the lantern, you can dim it by just taking the switch and doing a long press on it, and then it will dim down. That works both in the 360 degree mode and in the 180 degree mode. In addition to the white light that you see in those two modes, there's also a red mode and there's a flashing mode. Now, these red modes are not dimmable. When you're using it as a lantern, the flashlight end serves as the base, so you can set it down on a table. In fact, it has these little feet that come out to raise it up slightly off of the table. On the end here, there are two hooks that you can fold out, and then you're able to hang it from a limb, or you can hang it from a pole in the tent. Is it raining outside? No problem. This is water resistant. I saw a comment by somebody on YouTube that said that they had dropped theirs in the water while they were boating, and they turned the pontoon around and went back to grab it and picked it up out of the water. He said that it had no water in it and that it continued to function perfectly. So it was floating. The charging cable is permanently attached to the flashlight and wraps around the end right here. And so it's a short cable. I am never looking for the charging cable for this. I know exactly where it is. It's not going anywhere. And there's a groove that the cable kind of folds down into, and it comes around to the end here where there's kind of a square setting, and you just snap it in place there and it holds it quite well. These LEDs remain lit when you're using the lantern or the flashlight, so you can always check the battery charge. The charging time is relatively quick. It takes just a couple of hours. I usually leave it charged overnight by leaving it plugged in. I have never run it out because I am charging it every single night. I know it lasts at least a couple of hours depending on how you're using it. Another useful feature about this light is that in a pinch or an emergency, you can charge your cell phone or other device. This little cover right here pulls out and it has a USB charging port there. The thing to remember though is that if you're charging something like a cell phone, you're draining the battery of the lanterns or the flashlight. The handle is curved, matches the curvature of the lantern, and it folds out so you can hold it. It's really lightweight too, especially when compared to others. This particular one is 5.5 ounces or 155 grams. So I bought this a couple of years ago and I have been really pleased with it. It's held up well. I bought it on Amazon and I'm really thinking about, for this next extended journey, overlanding journey, to buy a second one. Then that way I can leave one on the cab of the truck, have one back in the alu cab. There is another larger version of this, but it weighs more. What do you think of it? Leave me a comment down below. Are you using other types that you like? Let us know. Hope you enjoyed this. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. I hope that we meet out there on the trails someday. And if they're dark ones, bring your lantern.